What's new at Charlie's? What's new at Charlie's? Still on Main.
Hi, welcome back to another edition of What's New at Charlie's. Well, this week we got one of Charlie's finds. So I think if you watch any of the videos, you know sometimes I just sit around bored on the LCC website and I order every whiskey in the book and see what shows up. This is one that showed up. I knew nothing about it. I saw aged 13 years and that got my attention, and I took a shot and I got a bottle of it. Yeah, I really can't tell you much about it. Really cool bottle though, love it. But I bet I know someone that knows a little more about it than I do, and that'd be my good friend, Mr. Don Williams, the Bourbon Fool, Executive Bourbon Steward. You know, so Don, teach me something about this bottle, because I got nothing.
I'm going to tell you something, Charlie. You picked one that has a very interesting backstory to it. First of all, I love the fact that it's a 13-year-old bourbon.
I thought you were going to say you love the fact that I just sit around at night and order whiskey from. Because I do sometimes.
I fantasize about doing that sometimes. However, it's a 13-year-old, and the best part is aged 10 years in Tennessee, 3 years in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So
it's a Tennessee base, huh?
Yeah, it's a Tennessee product that was a Tennessee bourbon that was also aged for an additional 3 years.
So does this fall back on our theme of all things George Dickel, since that's what we're obsessed with now? Or?
You know, it's a Tennessee sourced product. I really can't tell you, but it would point in that direction.
Yeah.
You know, I just.
Well, now I'm excited.
I couldn't verify it, but so it's another one that's 97.8 proof. It's 13 years old, and the Bard Distillery is the 41st distillery to become a member of the KDA, the Kentucky Distillers Association, which means they are on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail on the craft side.
The craft side, probably.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And the family, the name Bard, and it's Tom and Kim Bard, husband and wife team.
Yeah.
Tom is the fourth great grandson of William Bard, who was one of two brothers that started Bardstown.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some serious history here, and
so do we know? Was there like distilling in their family? Have the Bards been distillers like the Beams for hundreds of years, or
it's possible, but literally I didn't see a lot of connection.
Could have been the shed out back, but
it could have been. And again, there's probably hundreds of illegal distillers that really didn't talk about it too much.
Yes, exactly.
But they built their distillery inside of a abandoned schoolhouse in Graham, Kentucky, which is in the northwest of Bowling Green.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little bit out of the way of most of the distilleries, but definitely worth a visit because it's a really interesting looking facility.
Cool. I guess we'll have to make a road trip, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're way past due for a
We are way
road
past
trip.
due for a road trip, man. Wow.
So they make two products. They make this product, and then they have a white whiskey, which is new make.
Sure.
And it's up there in proof. It's about 124 proof, and they market it as kind of an alternative to vodka. Put it in a mixed drink or use it in a Bloody Mary. And
so I would assume that's their white dog. They're probably putting it in a barrel and waiting to see what happens. Now, this would have to be a source product, right? I mean, at 13 years, they're new.
They're relatively new. They were formed, I want to say, 2016.
Okay.
So, there's no way they made a 13 bourbon.
Right.
And obviously, we already talked about 10 years of it came from Tennessee.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I guess that was a dumb question. You're right. We knew it was from Tennessee. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what we got here. Now, you told me one more interesting fact before we got started.
Yeah, the husband and wife team, the Bards, are actually both involved in NASCAR.
Nice.
He was a NASCAR crew chief, I believe, and his wife was actually a driver.
Wow.
I don't know a lot more than that, but it's kind of an interesting background.
Whiskey and NASCAR, what else do you need, man?
That's true. That's true.
That is a beautiful color. It looks great. Cheers. See what we got here. 97.8, huh? Yeah.
It actually, it comes across as stronger than that.
Yes, it's yeah. It's got a little hug to it. Woo.
So the problem with the way it was aged is it's a Tennessee Tucky hug.
There, I guess so. Yes. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
So it has some pepper. It has a little bit of brown sugar, but more like a burnt brown sugar.
Yeah.
So again, it's a different, and I can't verify this, but I believe it's a different mash bill than the bottled and bond.
I would think because it's not as sweet. It doesn't
Right.
have that sweet corn in it, you know. So this is
Yeah, this is more of a traditional peppery finish.
yeah, more rye. Yeah.
Bourbon, and it's definitely a keeper.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. This is good.
And this is another one of those bottles that when I was researching it, if you go to their website, it says they're sold out.
Yeah.
And if you look online, it looks like they're in demand on the secondary market because they were going for in excess of $300 a bottle.
What? You didn't tell me that before we opened it.
I never do.
Ah, man. Well, I guess we'll have to drink it. But no, it's a fantastic drink. It's really good. It's completely different from what I expected it to be when we opened it. Like I said, it's a lot bolder than a 97 proof. You would think that's a 120 or something. It drinks like a 120 proof for you guys that like a big bold whiskey. It's definitely a big bold whiskey.
Right.
Yeah, great stuff.
Very, very interesting. And, you know, it's bold, not in a harsh way.
No, it's just
It's just bold.
It's just bold. It's not, it's not, yeah. I wouldn't say it's overly bold. It just has a good hug to it.
And Cinder and Smoke is another bourbon that was not necessarily on my radar,
No,
but I had a chance to try it at Charlie's Still on Main.
absolutely, man. Yeah, I'll have to look for more bottles that aren't $300 and see. You suppose the Cinder and Smoke has to do with the NASCAR?
Very possibly.
Oh,
I didn't
track
see that
thing,
tie
right?
in, but you know, if it isn't, they should use that.
They should go with it. So yeah, well, you know, Kim, Tom, that one's on us. If you want to use it, go ahead. Yeah, you're more than welcome to it. But yeah, great stuff, good product. Look forward to seeing what else they do in the future. Definitely look forward to getting down there and checking that out sometime. That'd be really cool.
And I want to try their white whiskey.
Yeah, we'll try the white whiskey too. So yeah, all right, we good? You got anything else?
That's it. It's another good whiskey at
Another
Charlie's.
great whiskey here at Charlie's. Come in, check it out. Once again, I only got one bottle, and Don says I can't get any more. So I love it. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Charlie.